The leader of Spain's Socialists, PSOE, has cautiously backed the idea of forming a progressive leftist government if acting PM Mariano Rajoy cannot get enough votes in parliament. The PSOE's Pedro Sanchez was commenting on a proposal from Pablo Iglesias, leader of left-wing Podemos, "We can." But Prime Minister Rajoy, the centre-right winner of the December election, should first try to win a confidence vote in parliament, Mr. Sanchez said. The election result was inconclusive. Mr. Rajoy's Popular Party, PP, won, but without a clear majority. Both the PSOE and Podemos, second and third in the election, respectively, have ruled out forming a coalition government with the PP. Mr. Sanchez said reaching an agreement on policies must be the first step. The logical thing is to discuss policies, and then to discuss a possible government formation. Podemos and PSOE voters would not understand it if Pablo Iglesias and myself did not agree. A future government must win a confidence vote in parliament in order to take office. If, 2 months later, there is still no parliamentary approval, the country will have to hold a fresh election. King steps in. King Felipe spent Friday meeting Spain's main political leaders separately. He was acting as a facilitator, but no early breakthrough was expected in the negotiations to form a coalition government. It is the first time in 40 years that the king has had such an influential role after an election. For decades the PP and PSOE alternated in power, with secure majorities. The former king, Juan Carlos, oversaw Spain's democratic transition after the death of nationalist dictator Gen Francisco Franco in 1975. Mr. Iglesias said he had told the king of our desire to form a government of change with the Socialists and the United Left IU, and that he would seek the post of deputy prime minister. Podemos politicians should also get the social policy, economy, defense, and interior ministry posts, he said. The PSOE says it will only consider a leftist coalition with Podemos if the latter drops its support for an independence referendum in Catalonia. Between them, the PSOE, Podemos and the United Left would still fall short of an overall majority, having won a combined 161 seats in the 350-seat Congress. Mr. Iglesias says his priority is social emergency legislation to help families threatened with eviction and other socially vulnerable groups, such as poor pensioners. Many Catalans want a referendum on independence, but Podemos is the only one of Spain's major parties to back the idea. There is speculation now that Podemos might give way to the PSOE on that issue, in order to reach a coalition government deal.